Okay, so let's dive into today's trading. It's first day back from holiday, so taking it a little bit easier as I ease my way back into the trading. 9 days off of trading. I'm going to start going in a little bit lower position sizing as a day trader to get that momentum going again, guys. Okay, but look, a decent start to the trading week. It's £940 odd profit before 9 a.m, so that's pretty good. I'm done for the day. And that's what our goal is as a day trader. We're looking for that momentum on the bigger time frames, drilling down to our smaller time frames to get that trigger to get into the trade, to go and make your day's money as quick as possible. And I talk about day's money as in £500, $500. If you can make $500, £500 within a few hours, then that can be life-changing to a lot of people. You don't have to stop at 500. You can go on to £1,000, £2,000 a day, whatever you would like to do. But you can see here I've got multiple positions in the FTSE, multiple positions in the DAX, 4 positions in the DAX and 1 only in the NASDAQ. Now, this is this morning. We're talking about the open, when that injection of volume in the European session around 8 a.m. I call it the golden hour. It's where all those time frames come together, the 4 hours, the 1 hour. And I'm looking for that move. The FTSE opens, the cash session. And I'm looking for that momentum. And I've been done within 5 minutes before, as in made my money within 5 minutes. And I've been there for a couple of hours making my day's money. But I'd still rather be making my own money than working for anybody, guys, wouldn't you? So the FTSE 100 here, these are the same strategies, same setups, but different positions, okay? So let's take a little look at why I was getting long the DAX, why I was getting long the FTSE, and why the NASDAQ as well. All right, so in fact, let's talk about the DAX first. All right, because on the FTSE I started off with a losing trade of £70, managed to claw that back. So the 4 hour time frame, I was looking for this move, that momentum on the storyteller down below. Tracks had turned green as well. So then I'm drilling down to the 5 minute time frame, and I'm looking for that move higher at some point. All I'm caring about is long side trade. I'm not interested in the short triggers. I'm looking for the green buy signal. Now we get the green buy signal here. Now what I do often is to move that mic and get the fib tool. What I often like to do on that first pullback for the day, I like to draw the fibs, take it from the low to the swing. And what I'm looking for is that as long as we don't break that 76.4% fib, in fact, we held the 61.8% fib here, and then we started to take off. Now, I started to enter down these areas here on the FTSE, but I'll show you that in 1 second. But here's my entry on the German DAX area. Let's have a little look at the first entry on that. That's around the 63.65, so just in and around these areas here on the Pro Trend system. We break above here on that morning move momentum. Now what's sitting right above, which you should be aware of, is this great big round number here of 14,800. So I knew price would get attracted to that round number. Green Pro Trend system pushes it into that area. I got out just before on this candlestick and I banked myself, what was it, several £100, couple of £100 roughly on that trade. Yep, so virtually near my day's money if I'm looking for a £500 trade. And then the NASDAQ, in fact, let's go to the FTSE because that was a losing trade for me. Same thing, we had that pullback here, we held the 61.8%, started buying in and around these areas here. First entry was 28, second entry 36, and next entry 38. Okay, so in and around these areas here, 28, I was looking for long trades, got long on that one. 36 was a little bit higher, and then I took a bit of a breakout to this area here and then managed to claw back a little bit of profit, not much at all. However, the NASDAQ, these are the types of trades you want to be in. Trades that literally just go straight up without stopping. And that's what the NASDAQ did. It went straight up without stopping. By the time it's getting to like 8:30, 8:45, I'm thinking I've got to go and take the little one to school here. and then I'm exiting the trade for that day's money. Okay, now the other couple of trades that were going on here, this euro, that was a mistake, pressed the wrong button. I was looking to trade the DAX. Anyway, made 20p on that. This New Zealand CAD here, the spread got so wide. I was on my phone on the way back from the school drop off, that it was so wide it got to 5 and 6 point spread. I saw the profit and just took it because I knew I'd made my day's money already by then. I really just wanted to get out of that trade so I didn't have to think about it for the rest of that day or manage the trade. Okay, so there were today's trades based on that momentum move on the bigger time frame, using the trigger, the smaller time frame, to get in, stops underneath those swing lows, and just managing that trade to go and get my day's money. Okay, what I see a lot of people doing is things like this. Let's go back to that DAX trade. Okay, so let's look at this. I see a lot of people doing this type of thing where you get your trigger to get in the trade. Ours is the green colors here in the PTS. We start to move higher here. We start to move higher, and we start to move higher. Let's just say your stop is around here. It starts to move higher, 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 and they don't do anything with their stop. You know, it comes all the way back down, stops you out. You've got to get aggressive managing your stop on the morning momentum move. As it starts to move away, move your stop. If the price stays where it is, keep your stop where it is. If it moves away aggressively, you've got to cancel your stop, move it to break even. Now, this is the skill of a trader, and this comes with experience. You're looking then to manage the profits, and sometimes managing the profits can be just as challenging as where you put your stop loss or managing the risk. So if you can get good at trying to hang on to trades, picking a profit target, sitting on your hands and let it try and hit that profit target, but in the meantime you've got to get that stop to break even, guys. You can't let it go. I've heard people let it go 100 points in profit and then it comes back and stops you out. Getting 100 points as a day trader in those morning moves, you want to be banking profits like that. Okay, so get that stop, move it to break even, and manage the trade, and by all means have a trailing stop. Remember, we're not swing traders. We're not going to go off and leave this for a few days. We're going to get in, get out, and we're going to bank our profit. As long as if this carried on staying green, I could have quite easily had sold half of the position and then trailed that stop, and then had that stop to break even, and had a free trade and trailed it and pushed it higher. But I didn't. The target was just shy. In fact, the target was that 800 area. Got out just shy on my final position on that. Thank God I did, because it plummeted, turned red on the PTS and started to move lower. Okay, I've gone on a little bit here on this video, but the key points of this video are: number one, trade the volatility in that morning session. If you're from the UK, Europe, you're looking for that morning momentum. If you are using bigger time frames, use them as your anchor, or I like to call it a bias time frame. The bias is either long or short. And then get that trigger. Get your trigger. Use whatever indicators you're using. We're using obviously our proprietary ones here. Look for that buy signal and then get that stop in place. And then as it moves away from your entry, get that stop tighter. Okay, move it up to your entry. And now you've got a free trade. You can't lose on that trade. And then it's all about managing the profits. All right, bank it, move on to the next trade, and then manage your day. Hope it helps.